around there, and you can see as I focus in on it that it's fairly tightly held together. Let me zoom out. Okay, I'm up here right now around station 3+80 along the test section. There's the traffic going by us now. May be able to see the longitudinal cracking there in the inside wheel path. I'm just going to stay off here on the side to show that. What have we there? But up to around station 3+80, and we'll catalog where it appears to begin, we've got this crack that's running continuous throughout the length of the test section, it appears. The transverse crack that I showed back there was the only one that I've been able to note so far. As one might suspect, the crack's a little bit difficult to examine and evaluate where we have a friction course. They just don't appear very well. It'll be interesting to see how the photographs from the Pasco unit show this. Okay, there's a point over there where it appears, and I'm not going to get out there in the lane to show it, but working on up, we're around station 2+80 right here, where it looks like the longitudinal cracking is progressing into alligator cracking, because we're getting some parallel, or what appears to be some parallel cracking, doing what I said I wasn't going to do. In some cases, though, whether indeed it is a crack without very close examination, or whether it's a gouge mark, because it's as straight as these things are going and the width they are, one would almost suspect on first look that it was a blowout and tire running down its rims on the inside lane. But when you look at it more closely, it's kind of a jagged, and indeed the crack does go down into the layer underneath. I'm going to identify that as low severity alligator cracking of about 120 feet. Pardon?
How's your film holding up?
Well, it's still going, and I'm almost finished, so looks like it's going to be perfect. And getting up here between stations 1 and 2, and we can see looks like we may have slightly more rutting in here, and the crack is a bit more pronounced. Have not noted any crack like that in the outside wheel path, only in the inside. Plus 75, and at least in this area, having stepped out and taken a quick look into the lane, it appears that we've lost our longitudinal crack. It looks like there's been some gouging of the surface of the friction course, but it doesn't look like it's cracked on through there. We'll get out there again up here close to the beginning of the test section and double check it. Seems like we've regained the crack in this area, looking at it from here, just over in that area there, you might be able to tell. We zoom in on it. Okay, in this area, which is around station 0+15, we've regained our crack, as you can tell. You can see how it's going on a sinuous path through there, all the way up to the beginning of the test section. I'm going to zoom out right now. Not quite all the way out, but looking on up, you can see it continues beyond the beginning of the test section. Test section 134111. Again, this was constructed back in 1980, or was open to traffic in 1980, and we are seeing some distress in this pavement, predominantly rutting and longitudinal cracking, with the highest severity rutting and the cracking appearing in the inside wheel path. The other thing of note, which I'm not sure is being considered for this, is lane shoulder drop-off, or lane edge drop-off, which appears to be around 4 inches or so, which would be 4 to 5 inches, which would be high severity according to other type of pavement ratings throughout the length of the test section, with the only exception being on that driveway there. Video for test section 134111 on US Highway 78, approximately 10 miles southwest of Athens, Georgia, and we're around milepost 5.8 in Oconee County, Georgia.